In a world of constant turmoil precipitated by the chaotic Solvari Scarlet Briar, only one Norn, his pet toucan, and his left nipple can save Tyria from ultimate destruction. Alright, well, it says to return to Tyria. So, I guess we will do that. Oh, I just got a mail. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that Scarlet's actions aren't as random as they seem. There's a pattern here, something she's working toward. We need to figure it out. I called in every favor I had with the Priory, and they're sending us the evidence they collected around Scarlet's crime so far. They're shipping it all to dead-end bars so we can start piecing it together. Get here as soon as you can! Alright, I'm on my way! We're back at the bar. A study in Scarlet. Alright, what's going on over here?
My friends at the Priory delivered everything they had on Scarlet. I also called in Vorp, the Arcane Council's point person. He's collaborating with us remotely.
We need your help
He
sifting
dialed
through the
in.
evidence. We have our own theories, but we could use another opinion.
These recordings were found near Scarlet's lab in Lornar's Pass. You should listen to them first. These other items are all pieces of the puzzle. Examine each one and let us know how you think it fits.
Okay. This sounds confusing. Alright, Miss Delaqua is certainly very convincing. The council doesn't let me holoconference lightly. Okay. So, alright, we'll listen to this.
You've seen me through my awakening, Mender Ceramon. Thank you. But I'm awake now, so you can leave me alone. Synergetics is endlessly fascinating. It seeks to define the eternal alchemy. The other colleges work within that definition. The potential of golems interests me. Combining dynamics design with statics versatility makes just about anything possible. I like Teo. More importantly, I need to advance my theories quickly, and nobody's better at quick results than the Inquest. Today will be monumental. With OMAD's support, I shall finally see past this world and into the eternal alchemy.
Okay. Scarlet's holo recordings viewed, 1 of 3. So where did they get these recordings from? I missed that part. Alright, let's listen to the next one.
The moles get magic, Flame gets gear, and I get the weaponry I need. Everybody wins. Especially me.
Alright, that's the Molten Alliance.
Arch needs softening up first, so we infiltrate its halls of power and neuter its defenses from the inside. The theme is humanity can withstand any test. It's like they're begging me to prove them wrong. It's laughable! See? Air superiority wins wars, so build me a comparable fleet, or I'll kill you all and replace you with hollows.
That's the Aether Blades.
Once more, my esteemed snaky friend, you're doing this for obelisk shards. You want direct access to your profits, right? Then do as I say.
That's the crate.
Scarlet deceived each of her allies into thinking they'd gain something from working for her. She'd make a great minister.
Alright, here's the third one.
Ever since I came out of OMAD's machine, you've been taking credit for my ideas. They're mine, not yours. Let me be clear. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Nobody tells me what to do. Not ever. It's not true. None of it. I don't have to listen to you. Get out of my head!
I wonder if the voices in her head are real. What if what she saw in OMAD's machine grabbed hold of her? Scarlet rejected the pale tree because she wanted independence. What if OMAD's machine cost her that? Ironic that she rejected the pale tree to exert her independence, only to lose it to something else.
That is ironic. Don't you think? Alright, so Scarlet's attack evidence forensically examined. Wow. Alright. Kills report on the Dragon Bash attack. Let's look at it.
Dragon Bash was supposed to be festive, until Scarlet killed people with her flying pirates.
Keel did an excellent job documenting the assassination of Counselor Theo Ashford during Dragon Bash.
You should really return this case file before she notices you purloined it.
I still can't believe my Trin thought she could get a seat on Captain's Council. I'm glad we met you that day. She had to be stopped. My Trin's Aetherblade friends just freed her from Lion Guard custody. That's bad news. Mai's ruthless, and now she's free to get back doing Scarlet's dirty work again. Alright, so we have choices here. Mai used Scarlet for her own political ambitions. Scarlet wanted a pawn on the Captain's Council. Theo Ashford was involved with Scarlet, and she betrayed him. Let's do the middle one.
Scarlet plotted to kill someone on the Captain's Council to make room for her puppet.
With Trin in place
That was
in the
obvious.
council, she could have weakened the city's defenses from the inside. That plan backfired, but Trin escaped to the mists to prepare for something.
Alright, there's a toxic sample over here. This is really interesting. I like
I'll
this.
never forget how close we came to disaster. When I think about those spores spreading their toxins across Tyria, it boils my blood.
The Nightmare Court and Crate do make a volatile combination. Scarlet popped some horrifying alchemy there.
I still have nightmares about that tower. I don't think I'll ever get over Macho Grande. Alright, I doubt I'm the only one. At least Jory was able to find the antitoxin. Can we test it on this sample? Scarlet would have spread her toxins all over Tyria if we let her. It's a good thing we found the antidote. She allied with the Crate and Nightmare Couriers to do so. Or courtiers. Or courtiers. The Nightmare Court. Why would she do such a thing? Alright, it was a cover to grow that fake Crate profit. Why else? The Nightmare Court grew the plant and the Crate made it toxic. The combination was a poison so powerful. Or she wanted to learn Nightmare Court secrets, I'd say. I don't think it was to grow. I don't know. I'll choose the middle one.
This sample is resistant to the antitoxin we used against the Nightmare Tower poison.
Jory, we didn't stop her plan. We just showed her how to make a stronger poison that could wipe out an entire city.
Oh, that's bad. I wonder if you choose different answers, they say different things, or there's like only one right answer. Steam creature wreckage.
If you examine the steam creature closely, you can identify similarities to Scarlet's clockwork machines in its design.
It's like she's modified the Watch Knights with the same engineering.
These steam creatures have been around for a while, and we've pondered their origins with no success. Now it seems we have our first clue. They share many of the qualities of Scarlet's designs. Alright, so Scarlet was able to seize control of the Queen Jenna's Watch Knights and twist them into similarly threatening minions. Are you suggesting that the human queen... What exactly are you suggesting? That the queen hired Scarlet to make her Watch Knights, obviously. That the queen modeled her Watch Knights on the steam creatures. Or that Scarlet was attracted to the quality of the Watch Knight design. Let's say the top one. That the queen hired Scarlet.
That doesn't make sense.
Oops. Alright. So, okay, so if you get these wrong, they actually... they just tell you you're stupid until you pick the right one, right? Okay, so the queen modeled her Watch Knights on the steam creatures.
The Watch Knights and the Steam creatures use common parts. That would explain how Scarlet gained control of the Watch Knights. Their obedience makes them perfect infantry units for assaulting a fortified location.
Okay. I like this. All the questions we've been asking for, like, you know, the good part of, like, the last 6 months or so. We're getting answers finally.
Sorry for Scarlet after reading her journal. If only she didn't use Omad's machine, she might be a sane flower.
Those are the ramblings of a crazy murderer. Make no mistake, honey. She enjoys killing. She needs to be found and put down.
She needs weed killer. Alright, I wake from nightmares, screaming, confused, and scared. It's getting worse. I've decided to talk to a mender. I've probably just been working too hard. Every night, the same terrors. It never changes. The mender was unable to help me, and I'm feeling like I'm losing control of myself. Dated season of the Zephyr. When the nightmare starts, an entity calls to me. I run into a sea of darkness, but no matter how hard I escape, it keeps calling me. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me. All right, I'll go. I'm trying not to sleep. So this is what we found this journal in her secret lair. Tonight I saw it, I stared into the abyss, and it stared back at me. So much power. Control of my world and myself is slipping through my hands, and yet I'm no longer scared. It communicated with me through the images of death, destruction, and destiny. I must know more. I must confront it and put an end to this madness. She made our lives miserable for months. Still, if this journal is true, then I almost feel sorry for her. Alright, it's a ploy. She left this journal where we would find it to get us to sympathize with her. Voices, visions, violence. It's clear that she's just plain crazy, or something is driving her, something she was afraid of but has since embraced. I think it's the bottom one.
Scared? What could possibly frighten someone like Scarlet?
She saw something while hooked up to Omad's machine. Something that broke her. She's hearing voices in her head. But what are they telling her to do?
They're telling her to buy products? I don't know. I don't have a good answer there.
That's a piece of one of
Energy
Scarlet's
probe.
probes. We theorize that this agitated the jungle worms.
Alright. You have a theory for what she was looking for with the probe? Sure, I'm betting it's an artifact, probably a Solvari-related one. The probes are just bombs she put out to scare us. The probes are magical and spread out. She's closing in on a magical location. That's what I think.
That's a puzzler.
That means no? Or I guess that means yes, because I can't click on it again. He just didn't react much to that. Component of OMAD's isolation module.
This is Synergetics Headmaster OMAD's isolation module. A Silvari named Kiara went in.
Oh, I've been saying Sierra.
I reverse engineered
Kiara?
an image of Kiara's aura patterns before and after. The schism is pronounced and dramatic.
Yes, I remember Professor OMAD. He outsmarted me several Polymark tournaments. Oh, they're mentioning Polymarks. Oh, I call it a preview. What can you tell me about the cube? His notes say its purpose was to shut down the mind's security system and open it, like opening a door, to welcome the truths of the eternal alchemy. But our minds are protected for a reason. Alright, so Omed must have faked the vision, and Scarlet believed it. The cube made her insane. Her vision was nothing more than her mind breaking. And when Scarlet looked across the open threshold, she saw things, and something looked back. Let's do the bottom one.
Kiara encountered something that literally broke her mind, but the only things in there were things she brought. I surmise she was directly exposed to a part of her own psyche that had been carefully walled off, perhaps for her own protection. We'd need to do far more extensive study of the Savari dream before I could draw any more detailed conclusions. What I can conclude now is that she's preparing to strike. Mark my words, Scarlet's next attack is planned and ready.
Okay, the cooling
Prior
rod.
teams recovered this cooling rod from the Thaumanova reactor disaster. It's steeped in dragon magic.
Okay, the Thaumanova reactor. Okay, that's the instance in the fractals. Was the worst Asuran disaster in recent memory. Ellen Kill investigated it. Alright, so what were the conclusions of that? She believes Scarlet blew the place up to sow terror, one sleuth to another. That's too easy. If we theorize that all Scarlet's moves have been connected, she must have been after something. Alright, so why was she there? That was... Alright, mostly crazed prattle. Now that's interesting. Kale's report says Scarlet called the energy flowing into the reactor dragon energy. She also talked about ley lines that crisscross Tyria. It all tracks back to the ley lines. We know she's been actively researching them. I'm inclined to agree with Kale. Scarlet's crazy. She doesn't need a reason to blow people up. I'm suspicious of the Inquest connection. I bet they're all behind this. I think it's ley lines.
Scarlet and the Inquest turned a risky research experiment into a time bomb so they could study how it ticked. They also discovered new info about ley lines. If Scarlet is using that info to plan her next major attack, it's coming soon.
Okay, Molten Alliance drill.
It's been almost a year since the Molten Alliance attacked the Shiver Peaks. Dredge and Flame Legion together. Who'd have imagined it?
Look closely at how they combined Dredge mechanical knowledge with the Flame Legion's fire magic.
I wish I'd seen the Molten Alliance facility in the Shiver Peaks. Dredge and Flame Legion are terrifying by themselves. As allies, they're brutal. Scarlet chose well when she put them together. Alright, she knew they'd give her what she wanted. Exactly. A sonic weaponry combined with flame magic. They repurposed Dredge mining suits for the use as char battle armor. I think she was developing a sonic magical device other than weapons. She obviously wanted a battle suit to keep her safe. The Dredge were fodder, nothing more. She was after the Flame Legion magic. Sonic magical device? Kind of like the Thumpers, maybe?
So Dredge sonic technology can be used for probing underground.
And Scarlet's been looking for ley lines with those probes.
She's after the ley lines underneath
Lion's
Arch.
Arch.
This is starting to sound like a Scooby-Doo mystery. And she wouldn't have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling Norn. Alright, watchwork fragments.
So like Scarlet to ruin someone's big day. Poor Queen Jenna. Celebrating 10 years of rule only to have it marred by killer automatons. Is that watch night piece safe, Marjorie? I hate having any of Scarlet's machines in the bar.
Don't fret, Angel. Ever since Queen's Jubilee, it's been quiet as a corpse.
Alright, when Scarlet attacked Divinity's Reach, my home, civilian casualties were many. The Seraph responded well, but they thought it was a random act of violence. Little did they know, it was all part of her plan. Alright, so why? Jealousy. She has a grudge against the Queen Jenna and wanted her to suffer. To get watch nights, controlling them required her personal touch. I agree with the seller if she chose Divinity's Reach at random. No, to get the watch nights.
I think our friend is onto something.
Not bad.
These are pretty easy questions.
The clockwork horrors from the Jubilee must have been Scarlet's second draft. Scarlet got crafty. Instead of pairing up two splinter factions, she stole an entire fighting force, and then she upped the ante with that giant marionette.
You don't need that kind of firepower unless you're going to attack something really big.
Like an elder dragon? Dun dun dun! Aetherblade weapon, last one.
Scarlet converted part of the Nightmare Court Arbor into her own personal airship factory. She also tormented the Sylvari firstborn, Kate. She formed this alliance in part to develop hybrid weapons with maximum destructive potential.
Alright, I heard a rumor that Scarlet has a secret on Kate, something she's holding over Kate's head. Have you heard of this? Something happened between them at Twilight Arbor. What was Scarlet up to there anyway? Okay, so we get to learn all these things. It's like what you wanted to find out when you watched the season finale of Lost, but you didn't get it. Alright, so they know each other, but you're wrong. It wasn't a trap. Kate raided the airship factory. Kate and Scarlet both admire the Nightmare Court. That must be it. Scarlet just wanted to meet the famous Kate of Edge's Destiny. Let's try the first one.
Now she has an arsenal of advanced weapons and an air fleet to deliver them. No city is prepared to defend against an aerial attack. Not even Lion's Arch.
Let's review the evidence. Kiara entered Omad's device, saw something terrifying, and emerged as Scarlet Briar. She
The
came
music.
out insane, but there's a method to her madness. We know from Thaumanova that she's researching magical energy in ley lines. She's used Molten Alliance Magitech to locate ley lines. We know that there are ley lines in Lion's Arch, among other places. She's built her own personal army. Crate and Nightmare Court, Pirates and Inquest, Dredge and Flame Legion, and most of all, her clockwork horrors. She tricked her subordinates into doing her bidding with promises of power, resources, or other gains.
She's like
She
Tom
modified
Sawyer.
her poison to be resistant to our antitoxin. She could use it against an army or a city.
Basically, we're
My train is
screwed.
preparing the Aether Blades in the mists for a big attack. There's a mists portal in Lion's Arch.
Jory, Lion's Arch is her target. We have to warn Ellen.
I'll warn her. I'll let you know when I hear back. Make your preparations. Everything has been building toward a single, devastating attack. May the gods show us mercy.
Okay. So she's definitely attacking Lion's Arch next. And I think that probe under the water, there's going to be some sort of sea worm or something that she brings up. So while we're fighting all the Aether Blades and armies and the toxins and the Twisted Marionette, we're going to have a worm in Lion's Arch too. Or something, maybe. Alright, we got a Chest of the Mists. Let's open this puppy up. What's in there? 2 limited time use Spectre finishers, a thimble of liquid world experience, and a booster. Yummy. I'm rank 8 assaulter. And I got some green boots and another thimble. That's for ranking up, and I get a bonus chest for ranking up. And blueprints and cool stuff. Alright. So that was really interesting. So it looks like Scarlet is going to attack Lion's Arch. And that new map in the Edge of the Mist, we got to destroy that because she's going to use that portal. So we got to no more world versus world map, guys. It's too dangerous. I know you guys like that content and whatever, but
I'm a problem solver.
We just can't have that. All right, anything else they need to say here? It's bad. She's coming after Lion's Arch. She's gathered a powerful army. She'll attack someplace. We're going to stop her, of course.
Hey, sugar.
All right, so once Lion's Arch gets destroyed, which capital city we're all going to congregate in next? Okay.
Yeah.
You hear anything?
Nothing up yet.
They're going to get away from these random people talking. All right, we got another mail now. This is from Marjorie Delaqua again. Keel's been pushing to build up air defenses around Lion's Arch, but the rest of the Captain's Council won't get on board. They say Scarlet isn't their problem, that she wouldn't strike the Arch again so soon after Dragon Bash, or that they've already withstood one of her attacks and don't need additional resources to withstand another. They're wrong on all counts, but there's no more time to convince them. We know Lion's Arch is Scarlet's next target. We have to prepare for whatever she has in store. I've sent word to Rox and Bram, and they'll be ready to make a stand when Scarlet strikes, so will I, as will Casimir. Although after the Tower of Nightmares, I'm not exactly eager to expose her to that kind of danger again, no matter how exhilarating she finds it. We'll all be waiting for you when you're ready. Also, let me say again how critical your help has been in puzzling out this whole mess. If you ever want to consider a career change, you'd make an excellent detective. I'm Gunvor Grimhammer, non-detective. Da-da-dum! Okay, so that gives us the Delaqua Investigator achievement. That's 20 points there. We also have Find and Enter Unstable Edge of the Mist Portal in the Wilds of Tyria. All right, these are probably going to be open world events. And Raiders of the Lost Parts. Find and retrieve Timey's Golem parts. That's for the Edge of the Mist. The reward for that is a mini Chest of the Mists. This is a Chest of the Mist, and this one has no reward besides the 5 points. And there's no meta for the Edge of the Mists. Alright, well that's going to wrap up the Living Story part so far for the Edge of the Mist patch. Okay, so that, you lead through all the things to get to the Delaqua Investigator achievement. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable and informative. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and favorite it and share it and subscribe and all those fun things that help out my channel. I really do appreciate it, and I hope everybody has a fabulous secret day. Secret day? Super day. Fabulous super day. Yeah, let's go with that. That makes more sense. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!